Education funding challenges in California. Underfunding. California's education system faces chronic underfunding, resulting in inadequate resources for schools, classrooms, and student support services. Unequal distribution. Funding disparities exist among school districts, with low-income and minority communities often receiving fewer resources compared to wealthier districts. Rising costs. The rising costs of education, including teacher salaries, technology upgrades, and facility maintenance, strain school budgets and hinder investment in essential educational programs and services. Pension obligations. Rising pension obligations for retired educators and staff consume a significant portion of education budgets, limiting funds available for current programs and initiatives. Solutions to address education funding challenges. Fair funding formula. Implement a fair and equitable funding formula that allocates resources based on student needs, ensuring that schools serving disadvantaged communities receive adequate funding to address educational disparities. Increase state funding. Advocate for increased state funding for education, including higher per pupil spending, to provide schools with the resources needed to support student learning and achievement. Close tax loopholes. Close tax loopholes and enact tax reforms to generate additional revenue for education, such as implementing a progressive income tax system or increasing corporate taxes. Reduce administrative costs. Streamline administrative costs and bureaucratic inefficiencies within the education system to allocate more funding directly to classrooms and student services. Public-private partnerships. Foster partnerships between public schools and private organizations or businesses to leverage additional resources, such as funding, expertise, and technology, to support educational initiatives and programs. Increase accountability. Enhance transparency and accountability in education funding by implementing mechanisms to track and monitor how funds are allocated and spent at the district and school levels. Invest in early childhood education. Prioritize investment in early childhood education programs, such as pre-kindergarten and preschool initiatives, to provide all students with a strong foundation for academic success. Community engagement. Engage parents, educators, community leaders, and stakeholders in the decision-making process regarding education funding priorities and strategies to ensure that funding decisions reflect the needs and priorities of local communities. Addressing education funding challenges in California requires a comprehensive approach that involves adequate state investment, equitable distribution of resources, and targeted strategies to support student success and educational equity. By implementing solutions to address funding disparities and ensure adequate resources for all students, California can strengthen its education system and provide every student with the opportunity to thrive academically.